Before understanding how to file a case without an advocate, it is necessary to know what are the advantages and disadvantages of appointing an advocate and not appointing an advocate. So this video I will make it in two parts. So the first part I will explain the advantages and disadvantages of not appointing an advocate. And the next part will be how to file a case without appointing an advocate. The best example that could be taken for filing a case without appointing an advocate is the analogy for taking a medicine without appointing a doctor. So without taking advice from a doctor. Imagine you are suffering from cough or mild fever or mild symptoms, routine mild symptoms. Generally, most of the people do is go to a medical shop and ask for a medicine. And some people who are more cautious will visit a doctor by paying a consultancy fee. So here self-medication versus doctor's medication. That is the difference between filing a case without an advocate and filing a case with advocate. It has its own advantages. The first point you should understand is that court is not the temple of justice. The expression in poetry, it's called the temple of justice, but no, it's called the laboratory of justice. I would put it that way because there is tests, there is examination, there is cross-examination, your evidence is put to test. So how could it be temple of justice? It is laboratory of justice. Why I am calling it a laboratory of justice is because courts doesn't work on your emotion. Court doesn't listen to your emotional story. Courts are purely scientific in nature, technical in nature. Courts appreciate scientific evidence. How could we call them emotional in nature? No, they are not emotional. Judge is not emotional, advocate is not emotional. Only the parties are emotional. So therefore, courts are scientific and technical in nature. And that is the context in which courts work. How could you be emotional with the courts? Therefore, courts are not emotional. And it is not a spiritual center of Dharma. It is simply a laboratory of justice. Now coming to the thought of why you should decide to file a case without an advocate. Is it because of your financial problem? Then it is the duty of the state under the constitution, that is the duty of the government under the constitution to provide legal aid in every court from mandal level, district, high court and supreme court. All courts have a separate section called the legal aid, which is called the Legal Services Authority under the Legal Services Authority Act. They provide legal aid to the clients who cannot afford to appoint an advocate. Of course, they will conduct some tests and based on that test, they will provide legal aid. So when legal aid is a duty of the state that is to be provided to its citizens, there is no point in not appointing an advocate. If you could prove that you cannot appoint an advocate, you are not financially viable to appoint an advocate, then you can seek legal aid. So the advantages of appointing an advocate are many. Because you will never know the technique of a case. As I said earlier, courts doesn't operate emotionally, courts operate technically, scientifically. Simple thing that is done in a court is, it will try to prove a fact. You allege a fact against your opponent and court gives you opportunity to prove that fact. Court is least bothered about the truth of the fact. Court is bothered about the proof of the fact. So therefore, you must appoint an advocate. There are many advantages. And the interesting thing is, no matter some advocates charge 5 lakhs per day and some charge 500 per day. The beauty of the court is partial towards the advocate who is charging 500. Court will know who is charging 500 and who is charging 5 lakhs. The judge knows better. The more the competent the advocate is, more the partial the court is towards the non-competent advocate. Because that is eventually justice. Justice is always on the weaker side. Court is always on the weak advocate. Because no advocate can be enormously talented. Everybody has different levels of talent. So whenever a smarter advocate stands on one side, court is partial towards the weaker advocate. That is justice. So no matter if an advocate is charging 5 lakhs per day or 500 per day, it is always better to appoint an advocate, because advocate will know that technique. He is professional, he is qualified, he knows that technique. What to say, what not to say. He will not be emotional. The point is, he will purely be psychological in nature. He is bothered about his fee and result. He is not bothered about your pain. That is necessary, because if you are emotional, you cannot express your grievance properly. That is the very purpose of advocacy. So court is always logical in nature. Advocates are logical in nature. The breed of advocates are always logical in nature, because court needs logic, scientific evidence, technical evidence. These are all terms pertaining to science. Unfortunately, law is under arts, but law is a science subject. It is like physics and maths. There's a lot of proof to be submitted, lot of tests are there, cross-examination is there, examination will be there. So therefore, appointing an advocate is always advantageous than not appointing an advocate. If you are suffering with lack of money, then there is always a remedy provided by the government through the legal services authority. Avail it. But appoint an advocate. And always remember that the role of an advocate is very limited in the courts. He is not more powerful than your case. He is below the case. You are more powerful. Your case is more powerful. At the end of the day, case is the king. Advocate is not the king. Everybody thinks that everything is in the hands of an advocate. Advocate is simply a person who knows the legal language. That's it. So therefore, try to appoint an advocate. Always appoint an advocate and track the case. That is more important. Tracking the case is more important. Go to the court on every date and try to understand the case. Show some interest. If you show some interest, advocate will show more interest. And if you are least bothered about your case, advocate is an agent of your case. He will also be least bothered. So it is always advantageous to consult a doctor or appoint an advocate rather than self-medication through a pharmacy or doing your case yourself. Deep down, you are troubling the court. Court will be always at a delicate situation when you don't appoint an advocate, because it is like judge will be communicating like a person who knows. If a judge is speaking English, you are speaking Tamil, so there will be a problem. Okay. In the part 2 of the video, I'll explain how to file a case without an advocate. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.